Hello, and welcome back to the final episode of Colonel Sanders' dating sim. Just to recap, I'm dating Colonel Sanders, kind of, not really, but it's fine because we're gonna flatter him about something. I think we might be a great team. We might make a great team. Yeah, a single tear against a pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. That's me. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Not really. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. There's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I've been sleeping with another man. Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. Yeah, I got kidnapped. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Great. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! Wow. I think I can believe that. No, I can't, because it's impossible. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Cool. Of course, I told him, you better keep your doubts turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if it's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Of course it is. And now I'm not sure where we stand. We'll talk to him about it. That's what you have to do. If you're not sure where you stand in a relationship, talk to them about it. That way, I don't know, if something happens. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Yep, I slept with the Colonel. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells me Oh. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, then I don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agreed to go your separate ways. Oh. So we're not... Oh, okay. Well... When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals on the quad. Hello. You've still got very big thighs. You can tell from the distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, he's Pop. Yeah. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Yeah, it's like an ice cream, I think. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size, which is definitely not Pop, because he's a small boy. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerd, Miss Lumps, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I don't have it. I won't have it. Oh, you clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Never ever. Never at Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A natural intuitive person. He senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Miss Lumps, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? He's being nice, because he's Colonel. Yep. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Ew. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Miss Lumps. I am more than capable to speak for myself. Yeah, what is wrong with me? Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walked into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Miss Lumps. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. I didn't know I grabbed that. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. I thought we weren't talking anymore, but that's alright because, I don't know. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Looks like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it would erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? What? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It's not that desperate, it's not that bad. You did lose that one thing, but it wasn't like it was graded. I don't think it was. Got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Not really. No, don't... don't do it. You begin to recite... You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words. The only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. Alright, after looking at the page again, he comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good... No, don't do it. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is always ready in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. You're sure some old homework to give him as a snack? That's a bad idea. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Let's wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops and distracts. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs into the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. This is called animal harassment if he was a human, but he's a dog, so it's alright. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Who's Terrence? Sprinkles was barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? I did. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied with his presence has been felt, not only Terrence but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. How dare you? This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Miss Lumps, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before I can go any farther, Marianne's love drama spills over into the class. What? I told you to save it after class. Bzzzt, bzzzt. You think I wanted to be thrown out from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Not really. Whirr. But no, you have to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joe, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzzzt, bzzzt. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. This is weird. This is a weird game. Beep. Wah. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that. Clank. Oh. Clank burps out a deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's entirely unclear where he came from. Maybe the dead kid gave it to him as a gift and forgot about it. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Yeah. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate and uncomfortable. Don't you hate it when that happens? Anyway, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Oh boy. Last time we did so good. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash your tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Yeah, that's pretty mad. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? I don't know what he said. Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just such a silly boy. No, he's a very serious man. I don't know what you're talking about. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. That's not what you're supposed to tell someone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to sidle up on Colonel Sander's stallion right off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. My goodness. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year. So what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. Maybe I'll help you if I ever get that choice. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Mashed potatoes, because that's the only thing I know how to make. And coleslaw, I guess. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. I got none of those. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van and the supposed Man-Man and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Miss Lump's famous chicken pot pie. Oh. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. What are you doing? I'm trying to focus. Miss Lumps, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. I'm practicing. What do you want? Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. I thought you were practicing, but okay. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's not too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. I was. Why did I just lie? You'd usually happy to share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. It's not that bad. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when the oven timer goes up behind you. It's not that big a deal to fess up at the practice dish. Okay, you got me. I've been making pot pie. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I'm materializing. I'm a wizard. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Ooh. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. That's true. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Well, come on, man. Even I could do that. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? I thought I took it out. Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Okay. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth! Wow! Hey, it's not bad. It's pretty good, actually. That's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. We could just make the pot pie again, because I did it once and it was really good. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Awesome. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Sorry. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, which he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Well, that's the final thing. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What? Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Blaster, or Baster Blaster, I guess. Van Van flexes his pectorials as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clay gets into it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wow. What's Pops doing? Wait, where did Clay learn to speak English? Don't worry about it. It's a singularity, as was foretold. What? We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Uh-oh. Van Van quickly unplugs Clink and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. Oh, oh no. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? How dare she? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, do it the hard way, baby. I'll fail on my own terms. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. How does he know? I believe in you, Miss Lumps. That's not going to help me. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Miss Lumps, since we're little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Yeah, I know, I'm reminded every time your name pops up. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. What are you doing over here? Miriam, what about your dish? If you're in here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Thank you, man. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Marijuana. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get eye of newt from? Uh-oh. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Oh, Steve, help me. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I think you're doing pretty alright. Oh, cool. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sure. Can I have my noodles back, please? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. Shut up. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, go away, please. I like Borko better. No, I like Steve actually. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Thanks, man. I think except for the huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. So kid powered. I could do this. I have what it takes and came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, you slumps. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Go away. The power you had been summoning immediately fades back out. You're interrupting my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Alright. You get to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that this power you can do anything. I will seduce the Colonel. Except to turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, the chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Awesome. I'll just materialize a new one. But don't worry, dear Muslims, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. Awesome. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Oh, that's kind of sweet. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Oh, are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Okay. Oh, time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank, they're dead. I killed them. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh, poor Pop. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Why would you think that? It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. He was too busy flying. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. Go to the hospital. Your kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? He's dead. You wait to hear a signature where, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. It's fine. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. What about Colonel? Oh, he got disqualified, I guess. Did he? No. Because there's the 2 guys. There's Van Van. There's Ashley. There's Miriam. There's me. And then there's Colonel. It's 5. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Certainly felt that way. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Oh my goodness. That is very small. I will have to say though, You got nice hands. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy floating in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. My bad. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not the one whose dog he doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. Sorry, man. And in a flash, the entire meal was devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Give me a kiss? No, that's for Colonel. Thank you, Miss Lumps, for helping me believe in myself. No problem. Van, you're up. Okay, hope you fail. Now describe your dish last time you killed someone. I made, uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Questionable, but alright. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. He doesn't like that. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly what I did. A bit much is my kind of brand. Is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pot it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all on tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Uh-oh. I can't fifth. It keeps poking on my tongue. I can't eat this. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me, and I think it is. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles gradually laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. I don't. It's not that bad. It's fine, Sprinkles. We get it. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. You thick woman. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Glass? Oh. That looks nice. I don't know if I'd eat it though because it's tiny. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. What? Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something. Miss Lumps, I told you it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it. 2. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the Challenge at College Eating School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, it might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know how high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Oh. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Because, yeah, she couldn't do that. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. I think it is. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. Yep. You and Colonel Sanos, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? Yeah, because we're awesome. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Ooh. they added chicken and something else I can't really tell. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, give me this thing. It completely blew me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. Ayo! We did it! Alright. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. It's bad teaching skills. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. My goodness. You win! Hey, I won. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. Ooh. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Yeah, take that, jerks. Sprinkles declare they have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? None of them. I am the best. Me and Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria is completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, 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 woo! Cool. You knew that Sprinkles was the master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Oh hey, they changed into other clothes. That's pretty cool. Anyway, for a moment they actually believed them. And not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, yes, the Spork Monster, he has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer me to my new name, Party Monster. Aw, yeah. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking about Party Monster. No one cares about the student. I don't know why, but I guess no one does. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. Oh yeah, she looks really cute in that, actually. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would command such an entrance? I think we know who. Oh, it's popped. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat, a crown from Burger King. That's not cool. This is a KFC game. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. I don't get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the counselor of such and such. Oh. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. Uh-oh. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Aw, yeah. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. You're a human. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I bet he's human. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Oh. What? Yeah, I'm confused. What? Yeah. I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. I didn't. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Don't do it, Miriam. Besides, no, obviously. Okay, good. I have just begun to learn who I really am, a lesbian. And is it the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank? You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Unfortunately. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Don't worry about it. It's fine. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. This is a weird school year. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Yes! Oh! Show me his pecs. Oh! Oh, it's Colonel. Nice watch. I bet it's a... I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Howdy, classmates. I'm a cowboy again. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Whoa! It's my coleslaw, it's my potatoes, it's the biscuits, and then there's the chicken. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. What? The end. Wait. No, it's not the end. Oh! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the end of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Miss Lumps? Oh! Are we gonna dance with the Colonel? I want there to be a dance with the Colonel. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do dance? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you. You feel a surge of energy jump off the tip of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender, yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying, me and you, together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Oh, that's real nice. And that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator. I had a ball. It was great. I rated it a 10 out of 10. I would date Colonel Sanders if I could. I'm not a good cook, so I can't relate to any of this at all. The characters were interesting. The graphics were outstanding. The food looked delicious. If I could eat it straight out of the screen, I would have. Most of it, at least. I don't know about the tentacles or the urchins, but, you know. I would say it is pretty good, finger-looking good dating simulator for the Colonel. I would like to thank you all for joining me on this journey. And I would recommend, I don't know if you could tell, but there's multiple endings, I think, of this game. I'm sure there are. I mean, I got a game over once and I had to go back, but yeah, very good. I recommend it to anyone who's feeling lonely out there and likes chicken. So, yeah. If you liked this video and this content that I make, please consider subscribing. And I am just starting out on YouTube, so if you got any tips or tricks of starting out, then let me know in the comments. If there's anything else you guys figure I should do for you guys, let me know, and I will do my best to fulfill your wishes. And yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.